Today I'm going to show you how to pair one of the most inexpensive remotes out there today. I'm going to tell you about a number of new products. I can't believe how many I'm going to tell you about, as well as what looks to be an access and key system coming out from SmartThings that will replace a lot of what you do right now. Hello automators, thanks for tuning in again. I'm Brian from Automate Your Life, and we take the frustration out of automation. Now today I'm going to give you all the latest updates from Samsung and their SmartThings platform. Let's get going. Let's start with the fancy 5-button remote here from Ikea. Now this remote is relatively inexpensive, but it's been sitting in my home for a while because really I haven't wanted to use the Ikea Tradfri hub. I really don't want to use that gateway when I have SmartThings in my home. Now, recently I moved the bulbs over to SmartThings because you could pair those directly. But what I've been able to do today is reset this remote and go ahead and pair it with SmartThings using the add device function in the new application, and then just choosing outlet actually, and then utilizing this as that device. Now, what happened here over the last week was Samsung put in a full device handler for this. All 5 buttons now work. You can utilize them to control all of your connected lights and do a lot of things. So you get the press and the hold function here from these buttons. The SmartThings Vision was a device that was announced at CES. Now, this is intended to be a smarter motion sensor, and it is being released right now in Sweden, Norway, and the Netherlands. So those are the countries actually getting this one first off. The idea behind this motion sensor is not to be a camera. It's just there to be able to tell you the difference between people, pets, and then other motion as well, and give you the right kinds of notifications there. Clearly, a device like the Vision is going to have a lot of applications inside of SmartThings, and I'm really interested to see how Samsung's AI performs here. Now, speaking of improvements to the platform, the Samsung SmartThings Cam, it's a $90 US camera, has come out and is available for purchase now, and they are shipping. What's nice about this camera is, number one, the price is pretty good. Number two, they have a free cloud storage option. Now it only gives you 24 hours, and then you can upgrade if you'd like to get more cameras or have that longer storage option. And on top of that, what SmartThings has also done is within the application now, they will give you notifications with a thumbnail from that camera as well. So really putting that all together as they launch this product. They put out a new SmartThings Wi-Fi outlet that really obviously is a companion device here to the SmartThings ZigBee plug, but they also put out ZigBee bulbs around that $10 US mark. So really hitting the market with a lot of new products. Speaking of which, there appears to be a new, what is essentially a keypad called the Access, and an Access Key, which looks like a replacement for the arrival sensor. And that's going to be a pretty welcome replacement actually. The arrival sensors haven't been received well or have functioned that well. Now, what we don't know is all kinds of things about this device. We do know it'll come out around fall of 2019 here. We don't know which countries, and we don't know what it is entirely intended for, and we don't know which protocols they're going to use for these devices. But what it looks like is going to be capable with this device is the ability to give different people access keys and have different scenes trigger with those different access keys. With the new TPLink connectivity there for your Wi-Fi smart plugs and your Wi-Fi bulbs from TP-Link, we've also seen other companies jump on board here that are Wi-Fi based. So Brilliant, those are the light switches with the little panels on them, and you get to see quite a bit more there with those. They are also integratable now with SmartThings directly. As we march towards a replacement of the classic application for the new one, and I'll keep you up to date as much as I can here with this application. It looks like Samsung's getting very close, but they're adding a ton more here. So when you push that plus button right on the top, you're getting a ton of new options here. You'll notice the ability to add a voice assistant right there. So this is the ability to connect with Amazon and Google's voice assistants immediately and do it kind kind of in an easier way. It's been hard to find for the last little while. They also have the ability to add a lighting group, which you can't put into routines just yet or automations just yet, but is there and is a nice function as far as I'm concerned already. The add member ability is there as well, and the ability to add a room very quickly, all right here from that plus button. Now, there's also some interesting functionality kind of throughout the application as well, or some changes here that have gone on. So what you're going to notice if you hold on lots of your devices is the ability to hide that device. So if there's a device you don't want to see all the time, you can also very quickly move it to another room and then edit the device overall. One thing on the Automate Your Life community boards that I just saw here in the past week is actually coming from one of our members, Frank, who has created a Bixby capsule. So that's what they're called now. And you're going to see the Bixby integration hit hard into SmartThings, I think. And what Frank has already done is created what is essentially a workout application for seniors, or for those living independently is the term he's using. Now, this is a great application, and again, just head over to our community boards to see it. I've also been working with a number of new AOTech devices. So they have a new siren that they've put out, excellent device, and a new doorbell as well that they've put out. Both devices have been great so far. Now, what you would have seen on the channel a couple of weeks ago was the Multi-Sensor 6. This is obviously an older device, but a very, very good device. And I did a comparison versus the motion sensors. That comparison is up on screen now. You could go watch that and learn why it is such an upgrade over these motion sensors here from SmartThings themselves. Otherwise, guys, don't hate, automate.